It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. There he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Motion from the wide receiver. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
And the field goal unit is on the field. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Luck. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got a little space. Turning it on. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's rough. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Unloads to the wideout. This time on target. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Trojans are marching down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off at the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. They'll try to get outside. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
just outside the red zone in the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Vols will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction and you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So here is the Tennessee offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Volunteer. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Now he's looking into the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He might want another play. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick completion to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, he's looking to throw. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, USC.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Past the first down marker and still running. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, USC.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the ground, he's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game. And there he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something to take it out.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. That last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Creates a little space. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Got room at the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, then.
And I think you're used to that as offense. It's like football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Volunteer! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. This receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit, be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gets it out fast. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
At the 20, he's got space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And one of the hardest places to move the football in the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know That ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown ball. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They was being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the 1st. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Off play action on 1st down. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for room. It's Funk. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
He lost one down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. With jet sweep pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Really good patience and recognition, and how about the tight end just finding a hole, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Coming out with it, it's Luck. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they're able to make the tackle. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the right. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
He's tackled at the 31. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.